Good afternoon to you. Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com, here with your Hurricane Pro and HD video blog for the 15th of June, 2017. Good Thursday afternoon to you. Tropics getting to be a little bit more newsworthy as of late. An area here in the southern Gulf of Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula now up to 50% for odds of development. And then we have our system out here in the Atlantic. I'll show you this in just a moment. Look at the text of the two different areas. The first one, 20% chance of development over the next 5 days, and that's the one in the tropical Atlantic, while the other one, closer to where most of us live, up to 50%, and they mentioned that conditions do appear favorable for the gradual development of this system while it moves northwestward toward the southern Gulf of Mexico. And the key here is this is going to be early next week, so this is still several days away, and we will have plenty of time to keep an eye on this. If we look at the visible satellite animation, here it is starting to come together ever so slightly, clouds gathering, and this will continue to grow as the conditions become more favorable, as mentioned in the outlook, and this generally moves off in this direction. Will this turn north up towards the Florida area, maybe the central Gulf Coast, or does the heat ridge build over the southwest and capture this and send it more to the south? Maybe even towards Texas. It's just too soon to know. Heck, it's just a mass of clouds. Right now it's not even a tropical depression just yet, if ever, and so we have plenty of time to watch. Meanwhile, out here in the open Atlantic, we have this curious little feature trying to make something of itself, despite the fact that it's mid-June and upper level winds are pretty strong out across this region for the time being. But it's interesting to note that we do have these tropical waves trying to do something even here in the mid part of June. Usually we have to wait until August or so. The area that we're watching in the Gulf, etc., still has this red coloring to it, this product from the University of Wisconsin, and this shows that the conditions are still unfavorable in the upper levels. Northwest winds cutting across, and then they become westerly, generally all across the tropics here, but a little bit lighter just to the south, and so these systems trying to develop as they come off of Africa. The vorticity signature, and we use this product to be able to see sort of the spin and the energy in the atmosphere, starting to get just a little bit more of that look to it overall. This will not be your classic looking, well-developed, round-shaped tropical storm if it does develop. And in fact, you can see the vorticity signature for that wave, that tropical wave out in the open Atlantic. It looks a lot more healthy than this larger sprawling system that's likely to develop moving on into the Gulf of Mexico. So we'll look at this product on a daily basis, and you'll see how this evolves. It's pretty fascinating to be able to see that, and it gives you an idea of the health of the system. And right now, of course, it's still way, way, way early in the genesis stage. Water temperatures in the Gulf, should something try to get going, definitely warm enough. This green color through here, 28 to 29 degrees Celsius, so very warm. And that's not going to be an inhibiting factor. I think this will come down to how strong the upper level winds are and how large the system is. If it's a large gyre of low pressure trying to consolidate and bundle that energy around a common center, it's going to take a while, and it could be sort of a large, rainy and windy mess. But we can wait and see how this evolves and talk about it then. Of course, you have some great tools within Hurricane Pro and HD to keep track of that, even outside of when I do these videos. A lot of these things are also inside of the app, so be sure to check that out. All right, well, that's it from me for today. Thanks as always for tuning in. For Hurricane Pro and HD and HurricaneTrack.com, that's my website. I am Mark Sudduth, and I'll be back with more for you tomorrow.